Okay, passing through 10,000. Actually a bit late. English off. Standard. And what else? Get ready for next level. And 23. Optimum climb, is that what it means? So if we push it in, it's climb, if we pull it out, it's up climb. Meanwhile, let's find out how to enable our rigs. Let's say just 280s. Oh, is it in the ADC come here? The rest, there's a different thing here. This is the CPDLC. Okay. I am listening to VHF1. No, I've might selected on VHF1. But I am not listening to it. Radio check.
Loud and clear.
I cannot show you that. Is that your DME? Yes, good to know. Good to know nearby airports. I remember our cruise level is 390, isn't it? My ground speed is 512 knots. The ground speed is slower, so I may be able to catch up. Oh no. Almost the same. Maybe I can change the cost index. down to 355 again. No, up to 355. Let's play some cabin announcement and seatbelt signs off.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you cold drinks as well as a light meal. Please make sure your seats are in an upright position and prepare your folding trays. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now start our onboard entertainment program. For your comfort, we will lower the cabin lighting. In the side arms of your chairs you will find your personal headphones. If you would like to continue reading, please use your personal reading lamp.
Attention all flight attendants, doors automatic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, and you may now move about the cabin.
Oh, safety demonstration.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fittings one into the other, and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift
I'm using P3D.
the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may experience
That is really loud.
have 8 emergency exits, 4 on the left side of the cabin and 4 on the right. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor level lighting will guide you towards the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and the air pressure are always being monitored. In the event of any compression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and
Let's speed up. How do we speed up? We can maybe
inflate. Oxygen is fluid. If you are traveling
Climb.
with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first, and then assist the other person. Keep your mask on until a uniformed crew member advises you to remove it. In the event of an emergency, please assume the bracing position. Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Pass the straps around
yeah, it's speeding up.
the front. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord, only when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill the vest, blow into the mouthpieces. Use the whistle and light to attract attention. Also, your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. The following electronic devices, calculators, CD players, laptop computers, questions,
everybody
please
to
don't
land.
hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight. Thank you.
So we haven't reached the cruise stage phase because our cruise level was set to 390. It doesn't seem like it can climb any higher. Fuel check. Why are the radios tuned or not tuned? Okay, refreshing, fix it. 12275 is not correct. Where is Joe? Oh, Joe is below me. So I need to look down. An easy way to find out is check out the stream.
Moderators, they test moderators' knowledge, not just of dealing with people. So you wouldn't be able to answer the question without pulling up the chart, without looking at crossing restrictions to see if there was a violation, understanding holding procedures, understanding airline operations, GA operations, uncontrolled field operations, things like that, LO waivers.
He's explaining the benefits of POSCON.
They have to know. Provided that they do well on the assessment, they then go through a verbal interview with us. Provided everything goes well, they then will get brought on as a moderator to the team. Now, why does this matter? Great question. Glad you asked. No one asked, but I know you guys want to know. So I'll show you a great example. Brosif 5135. Thank you for the follow. So if we hop over here to the launcher,
Oh,
I want to go with Brickyard's leading the way. We got Delta 55, right? Let's take a look at Delta 55, right?
oh,
We got Eamon. And Eamon, I think, is doing a great job. You know, he is just absolutely fantastic. He's handsome, too. And, you know, his service was excellent. He's a great pilot. He communicated all the time. I can't report SysApp. That's just pointless. And I can write feedback now about his performance and what I thought. And I click submit. Now what that does is that goes into the moderator feedback portal. I can't show you guys that because that's on the administrative side. But the moderator feedback portal, there'll be a bunch of tickets that come through. They're all manually reviewed for accuracy to ensure that everything's correct. So you don't have to worry about the cases of, you know, getting bad feedback when, you know, the whole story wasn't being told. Our moderators have tools where they can, you know, take a look at something and, you know, be able to determine if, you know, it's accurate or not. So you don't have to
Okay,
worry
I
about
can show
as a
you
controller, for example.
the map.
If you issue a PRD route,
I
even though
can
the
give
pilot
positive
doesn't
feedback
understand
on
why,
Joe.
that feedback against you saying they rerouted me for no reason, gave me the wrong altitude for direction of flight, blah, 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 blah. Our moderators are going to look at that, say, okay, what route was he filed? You know, they'll check flight plans and whatnot. And they'll be like, okay, so he was refiled on this route. Why? They take a look at, you know, preferred route database and they say, okay, there's a letter of agreement within, you know, let's say it was LaGuardia to Islip or something like that. You know, there's a letter of agreement in place that they have to be like this, so the controller did nothing wrong. So they're going to take that feedback and discard it. It's not going to remove points from your POSCON score. We'll go into a point system with POSCON score. The other feature feedback, obviously, if you get good feedback, that's looked at as well. The other side of the moderation system is what a lot of people should be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Air to air is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you want to. Everyone's, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to switch, just say it on frequency and I'll switch over. So another thing to understand is the report feature right here. So if I click report, I want to report Eamon, right? You know, he cursed at me on frequency and said racial slur, something like that, right? So I comment that and submit that. Immediately when that is submitted, all the moderators and director of support get a text message to our phones along with an email telling us that a report has been generated. Reports are generated when people need direct intervention on the network.
I accidentally touched the throttle, sorry.
See that and say, you know, I'll open that case and I'll take care of it. Now, the way that POSCON works is all the moderators have a client side, a different software that they can actually access the live maps.
I am catching up, Joe.
Monitor frequencies, and they can immediately tune and listen to the frequency as things are going on to observe to make sure that, you know, this report that's coming in is accurate. So as soon as that's happening, the moderator is going to be watching to see what happens. If they need to interject, you know, they can, you know, take over frequency, coordinate with the air traffic controller on the matter. They also have tools at their disposal where they can actually ghost someone to force them into a ghost state. And what that does is if there's someone, you know, taxiing around,
okay, let me ghost.
crashing in other planes, ruining the immersion in an uncontrolled field where an air traffic controller isn't online, someone can file a report. A moderator can just go to the portal up here, and we actually have the ability to take the user. So, for example, if I opened Eamon's ticket, if he had one, I'd be able to do that and click Force Ghost. That would force his client into a ghost mode, and he wouldn't be able to do anything until he talked to me. And that Force Ghost is not, you know, just a 5-minute thing, and, you know, you log off, log back on, you'll be fine. It's a permanent permission of what will happen. And that ensures that you cannot continue to harass other users, and you now have to talk to a moderator before you can get unghosted. So it forces to hold you to a new level of accountability. So, you know, if you want to mess around and you want to troll on the network, you can feel completely free, but you will get you know, reported by someone else, and we will intervene. A great question by Space and No Fizz. Let's see here. Fixes the issue of spawning on the runway and there being no soups. Thank you very much for the follow. The ZNY Control. Welcome aboard. Another great thing is someone mentioned earlier about server logic. The best moderator is server. And by that they meant we have server logic implemented that how many times on another network have you been on short final, coming in land, perfect approach, looking good, you're going to make it a greaser, and then all of a sudden, boom, someone's right there on the runway facing the other direction. And it just ruins the immersion. Our server logic is written that if someone tries to spawn on a runway, it'll immediately force ghost them. They will not be able to be viewed by people on the live network that are not ghosted. So it makes sure to ensure no one can troll and just spawn in the middle. Another important thing when it comes to air traffic control, because yes, POSCON will have air traffic control, is the ability for people to, the controllers to have a ghost feature as well, where if a pilot is not complying with them, I'm going to get back in the car here. If a pilot is not complying with them, and they've tried multiple times to communicate.
No, that's not how it works.
They can force ghosts.
Only say.
They can issue a ghost command to that aircraft within their airspace, because it is their airspace that they own, and that'll force them into a ghost state. That pilot will only be able to be on
No.
if they request it with the controller.
Go back to 355.
POSCON request unghosting. That'll send an alert to the radar client saying, you know, American 1535 is requesting unghost. You know, you can communicate with that pilot and say, okay, yeah, he seems fine. He was AFK, he wasn't listening. He's good now, unghost. That'll bring him back on the live network. Let's say that the controller doesn't want to comply, right? And, you know, they're like, I don't want to deal with you, you're not listening. By ghosting you, one, you're getting rid of the problem that is going on in your airspace, causing conflicts with other people. And two, the question is now to the pilot, well, that's not fair to me. You know, I want to be unghosted. If you leave their airspace at any time that they are not in control of, at that point, they no longer are within that boundary. You can click request unghosting and it'll be granted because that's no longer their airspace of control. An important thing to note is with that feature, you know, the air traffic controllers will be held to a standard that they understand the cases of when to ghost and when not to ghost. If it gets abused, then, you know, our moderation team and me as the director of support will intervene to make sure that that doesn't happen, to protect pilots and making sure that their experience isn't ruined. Just because, you know, an air traffic controller is...
So once I lose the altitude, I can hardly climb back up
people who are
to
completely
355.
new to aviation, and that's completely okay with us. We actually encourage it. At the same time, we don't want anyone to feel deterred. Where's my team? We don't want anyone to feel deterred because they're new. So our training, our director of you know, network training is, you know, in the process of making multiple CVTs. That,
But we're almost
right now, CVT, which teaches you about the POSCON network and the rules and regulations surrounding it. And then there'll be multiple CVTs down the road that will teach you, you know, small things that you may, you know, struggle with. So how to fly a stabilized approach, or how to fly an ILS approach, or an RNAV, or a VOL, or for those of you who like to fly them, an NDB. Things of that nature will go be CVTs. Our moderation team, when their feedback's filed about someone, if it happens once, we try to, you know, give you the benefit of the doubt, not penalize you as much. If it happens multiple times, we're seeing a trend with your training. There's something going on that you're constantly having an issue with approaches and you're always botching. So we may assign the, you know, how to fly stabilized
runway in
approaches
Albany?
if they're, you know, as an
Runway
example.
1, I believe.
You would then have to take that. By
Thank you.
taking that, you then complete that, you know, requirement. With
Okay, so I'm stuck on the radio.
How can you determine what is or isn't a runway with different games that have different geolocations, especially with airports that perhaps have just a runway and a parking area? So the way that it's written is all of these, all the logic is actually written based upon the real-world locations. So we understand that there will be scenery issues between, you know, certain clients and whatnot, and we actually have thresholds set where it's not, you know, directly within that small window of, you know, that 100 feet width. You know, it's more flexible that, you know, it can adjust to sceneries that are different. But, you know, there are definitely exceptions where certain airports may have this issue. If you do experience this issue within the network where all of a sudden, you know, you're causing, you know, an auto ghost, because first off, you're spawning on a runway, which you shouldn't be doing, period. You should never just spawn on a runway on the network. That's why the force ghost implementation happens. But if something isn't lined up properly, you know, just write a simple ticket in so that our developers can look at it and make sure that they can adjust it as needed based upon certain sceneries. So yeah, just like Space Fuzz said, they publish coordinates for what the threshold limits are. Random question, sorry for the offshoot, but do you know if MIA approach is coming up? I don't know the answer to that. Did I get my I-1? Yes. so I know I was rambling there for a bit, but that sort of just gives you a taste into the moderation and the feedback systems.
Check your phone.
Yeah, so here's a great example, guys. Actually, Space Fuzz, can I show the number? Actually, I'll hide the number by calling this just POSCON alert. So, for example, to show you guys what we were talking about, how the moderators get a text message if someone gets alerted, you guys can see right there. My phone reflects there. You've received a message from POSCON. This is sent the moderator message. So I get text message alerts to my phone about this. You know, whenever something happens on there. Getting this text message, I immediately know, okay, there's an issue that I have to look into. So there's really no delay. So I know a lot of people on other networks may, always need a moderator to come in or a supervisor depending upon, where you are. And they may not get an alert, they may not get an email, whatever way their system is written. Versus the phone, we always have phones. We're always on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you have it. And, get that alert, oh, okay, near my computer or even my phone, because you can do moderation functions from your phone. They can immediately interject and say, okay, let me open the ticket, read it, let's say, this
So he's above us.
Yeah, he's taxing around, force ghost, click, and that's it. Problem solved, and I did it on a, 7-inch device. Granted, if you force ghost someone as a moderator, you have to then work the case and communicate with them. There'll be methods of communication. A great example of, messages that moderators can send can be forced to the client. So a great example, even if you don't mind, send me a message to my pilot client saying something, surprise me, which essentially will be, a moderator directly contacting you and warning you. Now a lot of people are like, well, it's going to freeze your SIM up, what's going to happen there? So just give it a second, I'm sure maybe you could send me something here. Actually getting close to the top drop, guys. Xbox for Life, the Director of Support for POSCON is a job that I am working as my real life job, like full time. I'm an audiovisual systems engineer. I'm also a private pilot, real life. So, great example here. If any of my moderators ever message you this, just contact me because that's concerning. But for example, you notice that I got an immediate alert here that says POSCON message, POSCON moderator message, you're a glorious human being. You'll notice that no matter what I do here, my sim is still running, it is not freezing, I am still moving, it's not interfering with my simulation at all. I can ignore that dialog box, and I can adjust whatever I want. I can move things around, change altitudes, course, I can change views if I want to, and the message still sits in that mode. And it doesn't interfere with any frame rates or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that interjection. You just click acknowledge and it goes away. So that immediately gets your attention versus, having to go to a different window to see some chat message that came through and things like that where you may miss it. You can't miss something that pops up right in the center of your screen. It's not something that can be missed. All right, we're getting close to the top of the center. Let's drop this bird. Drop the bird yet. Oh, you're fine. FMC reset MC. Alright, so set this to 3, and this will be ready to go for the top of the sun. Giorgio, how do I see POSCON in 5 years? Giorgio, 5 years from now, my man, I'm probably going to have a lot less hair. I'm going to be managing a lot more people. But I honestly think that the phrase next generation flight simulation network
United
is
1014 vacating flight level
truly
330, 7 to
the
descent.
most accurate description for what POSCON has. We're at top of descent. United 1014 vacating flight level 330, starting the descent. So honestly, the POSCON network is going to be a completely different world for a lot of people. They're going to be able to experience things that they've never been able to experience anywhere else. You know, the gamification, the cockpit builders, my man, what's going on? It goes, man. We're on our second leg to Albany. We did a group flight, my man, from Newark to Columbus. Then we turned it around Columbus to Albany. We just started our descent out of flight level 330 into Albany. So, Giorgio, I think in 5 years' time, POSCON will be the flight simulation network. Because, you know, one of the features that POSCON has that other networks don't have, thank you, moderator, is the gamification of flight sim. You know, the camaraderie of learning and improving as a pilot, but also the competition of being the best pilot. So, like right now, our boy Cockpit Builders is here. You know, he is something else right now, guys. All right, and you guys are probably like, well, why is he something else? I'm gonna show you guys. Give it a second. I'm just gonna pull up the ratings here. Our boy Cockpit Builders is the top pilot right now with 175 quality points. You guys can see all the users here. And you can see exactly where they rate their quality points. And then their reliability points, which isn't implemented just yet, is the ability to, you know, if they file a flight plan, do they depart on time? Do they actually activate the flight plan?
Passing 13,000.
So that would increase your reliability. You know, perhaps completing... So completing CBTs may, you know, issue something because you're wanting to learn more, which is a great thing. It creates competition. So right now, this is, you know, the leaderboard overall between pilots and ATC versus, you know, how pilot stats alone in ATC are also segregated. So, you know, you're competing to get those quality points, you know, and those reliability points. Perhaps, you know, you got a great feedback that's worth 100 points and, you know, moderators agree it's valid. You're going to get that, you know, feedback assigned to your points and your scores come up, which is, you know, makes it more competitive and fun. But if your score goes down, what's going to happen is you're going to be upset. You're going to wonder why. If you go to your profile here, you're going to be able to see, you know, any feedback that you got, and only you will be able to see it. So say, you know, feedback when you were United 1014 from whatever to whatever, and you're going to be able to click it and see the feedback and see how many points were assessed and added to your score or deducted. And you see that, and you may have a CBT assigned to you because of that. But it helps you look at your own feedback and say, okay, that makes sense. You know, I didn't do so well. This is what I need to improve upon. So that's a huge thing, and it helps you become a better pilot, a better air traffic controller, and have fun while you're doing it and become competitive. You can see your stats. You know, I've done 10 flights in 3 different aircraft. ATC I haven't controlled because the radar client's still right now in development. You can see recently controlled positions, racing call signs. I have 0 quality points, 0 reliability points. And then, you know, there's a training section where there's the welcome CBT. And I can view the CBT right on in here. So you can see that's our director of network training, Zach, who put this all together. It's about a 20-minute CBT introducing you to POSCON. So you'll get assigned this when you get approved for your account. And the way the network works is you have to complete the CBT before you're allowed out of Ghost. Right now, because we are in a beta invite stage, it's disabled. So you can connect to POSCON without being in the ghost mode right now. But in the future, once everything is stabilized and everyone's being onboarded and more invites go out, this is going to be changed where it is required that you have to complete it before you can get on the live network, not in a ghost state. Okay, let's hop on back in the cockpit here. We're going to be coming in to land pretty soon. We're actually getting out. Let's see what's going on
Oh yeah, let's play
See
that.
if we can do a better way than this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you that using our electronic devices during descending landing
Alright guys,
is
we
prohibited
got
without
the
the
live
navigation
latest.
equipment. Thank you.
That's blocked.
I got blocked.
Blocked.
Place your bet. Can I drop nearly 10,000 feet in 20 miles? You got this.
3016.
Can I drop nearly 10,000 feet in 20 miles? You got this.
Altimeter setting.
I know. V-speed time. Drag required, you got it. Lots of drag. V-speeds. 129. Thank you very much for the follow. Chili Willies. What's going on, man? Welcome aboard. On our way to Albany here in the descent. Out of 15 for 3. Right now, we're just
Ladies and gentlemen,
across.
the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you.
Okay, cross Albany at 12. Good enough. They're using runway 1, so we have to go to the south and unless there's a there's an ILS one. New ILS one, which works. Let's put it into the FMC real quick here. Where do we want to take it?
Group.
Let's see. Let's just do legs. Music.
The traffic, take care, 5294, turning left, heading 040, intercept 091, localized there.
Actually, we'll do something. Alright, let's take a look at the approach plate here.
Albany traffic, Delta 55, 10 miles from the first approach. Traffic, Delta 55, 10 miles from the first approach.
Alright, localizer frequency we gotta get programmed in here. 109.5. Hold on. Where's my hotkey for that? 109.5.
Passing through 10,000. Landing lights on. Oh yeah, we have this on. Anyway.
Good.
People landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes our aircraft will land at the destination airport. For your safety, we ask you to remain seated until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. When preparing to depart, please make sure to take all your personal belongings with you. Attention international travelers, if you are continuing your flight, follow the signs to international transit area.
Manually take over the sun speed here. Below 10. What's our V speed, guys? 120. 128 plus 5. 133. Let's see if we can actually get a good landing this time, or if we're going to botch it again. You know what I think I should do, guys? I should next stream I should have a landing rig guesser, because they're never good, guys. They're never good. For anyone who watches, you guys know that I cannot fly to save my life in this thing. Yeah, we got that all set up here. Locus in
Albany traffic, Delta 55,
yes.
5 miles from UJ.
That's fine for now. Just gonna get down to
Traffic, Delta 55, 5 miles from UJ.
Take a look at the live map. You guys can actually take a look here. This is us, this is Delta 55, turning into Albany. This is us, we're in the center.
Albany traffic, breakout 5294, 10 mile final, runway 1, Albany.
20 miles out.
Albany traffic, breakout 5294, 10 mile final, runway 1, Albany.
Good, good, good. Passing through a little layer here. Let's drag out. It's this little sensor on the throttle on the joystick that causes it, I guess. That'll ensure a little bit of drag there. So I'm enjoying this, so relaxing. Just wait till we land, you won't be relaxed anymore. I can probably promise you that. IDEJ. IDEJ is identified. You won't be relaxed, you'll be dead. Hello, Twitch keeps on following me from your channel. It's fine. It's fine, Will. I don't take it personally. A little bit heartbreaking, but it's fine. Back will be split open. You guys really have you guys really believe in this. And guys, these mountains are definitely real, because I've flown VFR this way back to New Jersey. These
Delta
mountains
55, 10 mile final, runway 01.
It's actually pretty neat to fly by. Oh, let me see.
Delta 55, 10 mile final, runway 01.
10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10 mile final, runway 01. 10
Albany traffic, breakout 5294, 2 mile final, runway 1, Albany. Albany traffic, breakout 5294, 2 mile final, runway 1, Albany.
I have a feeling I forgot to do something, but we'll find out. Who knows?
2,500.
Alright, we're almost down.
5294 is going on top table.
Two thousand. 2,000.
FMC's not having that.
2,000.
Albany traffic, Delta 55, 1 mile final, runway 01.
Terrain.
Actually, intercepting the
Albany traffic, Delta 55, 1 mile final, runway 01.
Terrain. Terrain.
2,000. 2,000.
no localizer yet.
Night 1014 turning on the localizer at 1700.
Night 1014 is turning on the
Right car
localizer.
5294, climbing at 3000, turning left, heading 220.
There it is. Here are
Right car 5294, climbing at 3000, turning left, heading 220.
And no glide slope just yet, guys. Still doing no glide slope. Slowing the plane to 190 now. Gear down.
Delta 55 has overran the runway and is currently in the neighborhood field.
Solid.
Next time you're streaming, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after.
Has
Not sure.
overran the runway and is currently in the neighborhood field. Should have went around just like me.
Let's kill this speed.
Thing is, I had it fine until my throttles decided, no, we're going full power. Just like me. Thing is, I had it fine until my throttles decided, no, we're going full power.
Jeez. Oh, that's right. Just killing those right now. We got the runway. Not on glide slope just yet. We're a little low on glide. There it is. Got the glide.
United 1014's on a 4 mile final for runway 1, Albany.
United 1014's on a 4 mile final for runway 1.
Big Air 5294 is following that United to my left wing. Big Air 5294 is following that United to my...
Lordy.
Approaching
All the
0,
drag.
1.
All the drag, boys. All the drag. All the drag. All the drag. All the drag. Get rid of it. Auto throttle away, it's long.
2,500.
Damn. Better than usual, but still not good. Eight knots.
Two thousand.
Definitely better than we had at Columbus, guys.
Yeah, 1014 is clear of runway 1, Albany.
Yeah, 1014 is clear of runway 1, Albany.
One thousand.
1000 stabilized.
Welcome to Albany, everyone. Where the current time is 6:32 p.m.
Speed.
Not really stabilized.
Start our taxi
Speed.
to the gate. So appreciate your patience as we get everything squared away as we get to the gate here. Please remain in your seats until the flight attendants
500.
advise you that you're able to stand up. It's like a 2 hour.
400.
Like an hour and a half, something like that.
Night 1014 taxiing via Alpha to the gate. Albany.
Taxi via Alpha here. Night 1014 taxiing via Alpha to the gate. Albany. We're going to get to witness a little landing here, guys. I'll actually just stop here so I can hop out of the cockpit here. Just free
Terrain.
this real quick.
300.
You guys can
200.
see the refresh right here. You can see the aircraft following.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think
70.
rate.
50.
Think rate. Think rate.
20.
Think rate.
Retard. 10. Retard.
There we go. We got one more guy on final here. How far can you free roam? It's an X-plane thing. I can go wherever the hell I want. If I wanted to free roam all the way to back to Columbus. You guys can see this aircraft on final here.
Seagull 5294, 5 mile final,
Flaps.
runway 1 Albany. Seagull 5294, 5 mile.
Am I on his stream?
Runway 1 Albany.
Oh, another aircraft. There's another one now.
Is there another guy following? Oh, yeah, we got another guy in the distance here.
Delta 55, like 11 mile
See how-
final, wind
see how
01.
this brickyard does. No pressure.
Delta 55, like 11 mile final, wind 01.
That's Delta 55 over there. You guys will see. Way up there.
Yeah, let's watch this thing landing.
The fact that you can see the flaps and lights is just so cool. Yeah, we developers always wanted to make sure again realism. Maybe in a bad position here on this thing.
Oops.
Well, that was a greaser. That was an absolute greaser.
Oops. Joe disappeared.
This Atlas is up my butt. Hold on. Let's do this. That way he can't see me anymore and he'll just continue forward.
Digital engineer, they just ghosted.
I'll just throw myself in the ghost.
Big guard shit.
I can still see
Big guard 5294. Absolutely grease out landing, taxiing the parking. Big guard shit. Big guard 5294. Absolutely grease out landing, taxiing the parking.
He did. He did indeed grease that landing. It's part of our Flyboy. It's part of the model matching that we have.
55, 5 mile final, runway 1. Let's go for a second time.
It's an annual process too, where we, have all these different liveries and whatnot. So it's our developers.
5 mile final, runway 1. Let's go for a second time.
Oh, there's another one we can watch.
All right, no pressure.
We are receiving, yeah. Okay.
Exactly as Zodia said. You can set it, whatever livery you want to be displayed as. You go to settings and you pick that, livery, and it'll actually display that as that. So if I typed in DAL, I would show up as Delta, even though my call sign is United. But if it doesn't show up, it's going to pull just from a random one from the library right now. So just know that. Here we go. It's your boy Eamon's turn. No pressure. Come on. Don't let me down.
Oh.
Float. There he goes. He's down. Only took half the runway to do it, but that's fine. Oh, he bounced. That's the train, that's the contour of the runway. You guys can see the contour of the runway. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna hop
Delta
back.
55, clear runway 1. You know what? I floated it for a while, but at least it was smoother than Joe's. Not much of an accomplishment. Runway 1.
Wow.
You know what? I floated it for a while, but at least it was smoother than Joe's.
I'll just write that in all your files. It's fine.
Wow. I'll just write that in all your files. It's fine. Trying to get to the terminal here, man.
That was a great place. Have a great day, guys.
Yeah,
Landing
totally.
lights off, strobe lights off,
Looks like we got Atlas.
TCAS.
Have a great day, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us. I'm just going to take this a little wider than him just so that I'm not on top of him.
Okay, time to start APU.
Oh, it's because everything's still running probably. Ground power. Bleed off. Off. Ground power is being used. Off. Good. How do I unlock? There's always a setting. I forget any plane that you have to set up. You have to open the still first. Nope, not. Terminate flight mode. Nope, that's not. I always forget how to open this one. There's usually a setting that's still running that causes it to not allow you to open the doors.
So APU 10, APU 3, and
That be it? Fuel
cut
pumps.
the engine.
Fuel pumps. Parking brake. Lock fan. Nice.
Beacon lights off. Fasten seat belt sign
How to open
on.
the air stable extender.
Yes, off.
CPU's connected.
And myself, turn it off and off. Okay.
Anyway, guys, I'm glad
That's the
everyone
landing.
joined on this wonderful flight. I hope you guys
Ladies
had
and
as
gentlemen,
much as a good
we
time
welcome
as
you at our
all of us
destination.
here.
The local weather is very
Again, for those of you who are
22 degrees centigrade. The local time is
for those of you
5:40
who,
p.m. For your safety and comfort, we ask that you please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate and that it is safe to move about. Please check
go to
around your
POSCON.
seat for any
What's going on,
belongings you
iOS
may have
guy?
brought on
Welcome
board
aboard.
with
You're
you.
just catching
And
the
please
end,
use
man.
caution when
Where you
opening
been?
the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight.
That's good.
If you require departing assistance, please remain in your seat until all other passengers have departed. One of our crew members will then be pleased to assist you. We remind you to wait until inside the terminal to use any
There's always a
electronic
setting
devices
somewhere
or to
that allows
smoke in
you
the
to
designated area.
Unlock it. I forget what
On
it is.
behalf of our airline and the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for
Controlling
joining
today,
us on
maybe.
this
We'll
trip,
see.
and we are looking forward
Been
to
streaming
seeing
for a
you
while
on board
here.
again in the
4
near
hours,
future.
in fact.
Have a nice day.
So you know what? I'm just going to shut down the plane. All the people are going to have to get stuck inside with me.
Okay, that was the menu and
So let's go to ground power.
seatbelt sign off.
Let's see.
And
And decent.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alright, plane is
we
now
hope
shut
you've
down.
enjoyed your flight and will return soon.
That's not.
Xplane.org.
Okay, apparently you can. You can. So the entire plane has to be off. Interesting. The entire plane has to be off to open the doors? I don't know what that is, but okay, anyway. I'll be arriving in Kennedy at 10 p.m.
hydraulics, fuel pump off.
But yeah, guys, sign up for an account at POSCON.net if you want to learn more.
Hydraulics off.
Forums.POSCON.net.
And then you should see the platforms and elevator begin to
Lots of people
draw.
in the Discord, thousands in fact, who are active and constantly talking about POSCON. So I suggest you guys check that out. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me or the POSCON staff. We're here to support you guys as much as possible as this continues in development as we reach our next milestones. So, on that note, we do as the Romans do. we are going to be tuning into another stream, 100%.
No?
And we're going to figure out which stream.
You still have flight control?
That's why I'm taking it. Because there are a lot of people streaming right now. So I'm thinking B-Dubs is flying. I didn't even notice he was flying. What's B-Dubs doing flying? I'm so used to seeing him controlling. Alright, we'll send it over to B-Dubs is what we're going to do. Go home. Have his stream all tuned in. Why are you watching my stream right now, Brad? I just heard myself through your ear.
What?
So we're gonna go raid our buddy Brett, and his channel in a few moments, as this won't be a surprise to him.
POSCON simulation.
He's gonna put on his best behavior for us all, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Again, POSCON.
Ryan, thank you. Gotta keep it straight here. Alright, so we are.
Let me do the same.
Let's see. We're about 11 minutes from top of descent into Rotan,
Is it
Honduras.
like this?
Joe coming in, digital engineer. What's going on, Joe? How you doing, man? Hey, I got your whisper. I needed a laugh last night. I feel your pain. I've gone through the same thing, and I was like, I need a good laugh. What kind
Oh,
of
it's
laugh
slash.
I can have a good laugh at? And I just remember in the video, and I was like, somebody find that video for me. And I can feel your frustration, dude. I needed something good to laugh at last night, and I was laughing too hard. But I've been in the same situation, dude.
Okay, is it the end of the stream?
It happens, dude. You know what I said in the part that they didn't clip was, I've had that situation happen to me as well, and somebody was on the frequency blocking it, and I was hella busy. And what I did,
Oh, when I end the stream?
frequencies I can switch to.
No, see you next
What I
time.
did is I switched the frequency, and I messaged all the airplanes except the one who was blocking me to come over